We're
Yeah,
on episode 18, Two Cents and Change Your Podcast. Before we start, man, I want to shout out um Open Talk Podcast. We was on there earlier, man.
yeah,
They gave us the spotlight, man. Shout out to him. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate y'all gotta go check it out, man. It was a great interview. I wouldn't even say it
yeah,
was an interview. It was just we was vibing. We was just chilling.
yeah.
Man.
Nice open talk combo.
Yes.
For sure,
Yes. Make sure y'all
for
check
sure,
them
man.
out, man. Follow them on all social media platforms. Very dope. Very dope, man.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. But you know what it is, man. It's your boy, C.O. McClain.
It's your boy Melly Mel, man. We here,
We here, man.
hey,
Bro,
man.
what we got, bro?
Yo, man. Nice eventful week. Couple things occurred. We're gonna start here though with your boy Shakur, because you've been.
He said, if Mel got you in the wall, you in the hall.
Yeah, facts. Check it. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame for sure. For sure. But yeah, we start with the Shakur fight, man.
Okay.
And
Yes.
did you see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't get to watch it yet. I gotta really
Okay.
sit down and watch
So
it.
I'm gonna send you a link. They
O-
actually posted it on YouTube, the Zone,
Okay.
like an
Okay.
official. So I
Okay.
actually got to watch it.
Okay.
So before we had, because I knew we were talking, like, yeah, let me watch that. But
Okay.
yeah, a much needed victory
Mm-hmm.
for him. I think it was in a way that, we're not used to seeing him fight.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there. I agree with what Terrence Crawford said. I know he
Mm-hmm.
probably wanted to prove a point, but I felt like he was on the ropes a little too much. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really want to, you know what it is? I was a big Roy Jones fan,
Mm-hmm.
and still am a Roy Jones fan. But
Mm-hmm.
I
Shout
just,
out, Roy
it
Jones.
just, when I see people on the ropes, it just remind me of him, like against Tarver, and when he started not being him. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, don't do that. So it was given because he was getting tagged up,
Mm-hmm.
but he held it down, and it was a much
Mm-hmm.
needed victory. And people can't say that the man was running, because he definitely wasn't running that fight, not at all. No running from Shakur. He stood in the pocket.
My
I feel
bad.
like he
Mm-hmm.
might have traded a little bit too much,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a fight where it was like, yo, he killed a stereotype, and he took punches from him because he rocked him
Mm-hmm.
one time. People thought it buckled him,
Mm-hmm.
and he ate it. I have
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad to say. I just think now everything go as a call as supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Tank and him lock in next fight
Mm-hmm.
and get that in.
Tank got to win his next fight though in order to set that up.
That's what I'm saying. If everything go as planned,
Mm-hmm.
boom,
So
Tank Shakur.
I didn't watch the fight, but I
Yeah,
was, I was reading on the narratives on it, and
yeah,
this was I reading the narratives without me watching the fight as of yet, just seeing the narratives. I think
yeah,
this was a great fight for Shakur, right? Because his last outing it was horrible. People was like really doubting him,
yeah,
like, "Yo, can he be
yeah,
an elite with the Haney's and Shakurs of the worlds, right?" So
yeah,
naturally,
yeah,
just looking at Zepeda, first of all, he was an undefeated boxer, right? So the guy was undefeated, and he's an aggressive boxer, right? When you
yeah,
said he was on the ropes and he was going get, he may have gotten tagged. That's what you're going to get if you're going against an aggressive style fighter,
yeah,
But reading it, there was like Shakur was in there, toe to toe in the middle of the ring,
yeah,
going at him. So I think
yeah,
this was a much needed fight, and a lot of people said, just reading it, said that he put on like he was fighting, he was
yeah. He was,
being a
because when he was in
Shakur.
the middle of the ring, he was
Hmm.
tagging him up, but like, and he
Okay.
wasn't throwing one punch. He was
Hmm.
throwing combinations and hitting him with
Hmm.
four and lining them up like, yo, to just
Hmm.
and get him with a big one. Boom. So yeah, he
So
was
I
he was
think
doing his thing.
So I think, to that point, this was the fighter that the world wanted to see of Shakur, right?
Yeah,
They wanted him to see somebody who was hungry, because the guy was undefeated. Obviously, he didn't want to lose to Shakur, and he's an aggressive style fighter. So this was the
yeah.
fight. I'm pretty sure that this was obviously set up for Shakur to fight him, but this was the fight like they told Shakur,
I'm listening.
listen,
Hold on one second. I'm listening.
yeah, you got to go out here and you got to put on a show and you got to show the world why you are Shakur Stevenson and why people think who you are. You got to show them who you are. And I think That's what he did. This is without me watching the fight.
Yeah,
My stance may change after I watch the fight, but just reading on it and just seeing the people's reactions, they was like, yeah, this is the Shakur that we want to see. So, and
yeah,
I like Shakur as a boxer. I think out of all of the headed monsters that they say, Tang Haney, what's the other name, Garcia, Shakur is far and above the rest. So
yeah,
this was a good fight. So it's going to be,
yeah,
he needs now after this fight, he got to get one of the big dogs.
yeah.
But that's if
Absolutely,
one of the big dogs will fight him. That's if one of the big dogs will fight
absolutely,
him.
absolutely,
Shout out to Shakur.
absolutely. Yeah. And that other dude from Brooklyn got knocked out, but I don't really care about that.
Damn,
It's
come
about
on, Brooklyn.
Shakur.
We're going out. Come on, BK.
Yeah,
We
he
can.
got knocked out. After talking on that junk to Oscar and everything, it's like, yo, listen.
He
Next. That's why I didn't even put him
he was
down.
promoted by Oscar by De La Hoya Promotions.
He was, but then I guess they had a falling out, and he was
Uh
barking at Oscar in the press conference, talking crazy, throwing lingerie. Because you remember when Oscar was in them pictures, with the
oh yeah,
lingerie and stuff. He tried to be fun, though, yeah, and then got
and
knocked out.
this was Oscar's
That was the
fighter.
main event. Yeah,
No, no.
he was formerly
Oh,
with
okay,
them
okay, okay,
before
okay.
this fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
yeah. So
that's nasty work right there. Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
So and ended up getting knocked out. Have a
Okay.
seat. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Shakur.
But yeah, shout out to Shakur. And I'm in one like let's get into the NFL. Like this one I was wanted to you to get into. I'm I'm more of an Ocho guy. I've seen Ocho. I've
Mm-hmm.
been more in tune with him. I
Mm-hmm.
know Chris Carter was a legendary receiver himself, but
Absolutely.
he was hating on Ocho kind of hard though. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
really respecting that. And honestly, Chris Carter, you dope, but you're not Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, or T.O. Let's start there.
Hold on now. Okay.
Now, ain't no
Mm-hmm.
hold on there. That's the three. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody else, that's unknown. When it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
receivers, it's Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, then the rest. Everyone knows that when it comes to receivers. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. So
Put
what
some
I'm
respect on
saying,
Carter's name. I'm gonna go through some
look,
stats
look,
for you,
I
but
don't
put
know.
some.
I'm not
Go ahead.
disrespecting him, but I feel like he was disrespecting Ocho, where it was like, whoa, like so basically, because Ocho I know came at somebody, and Chris Carter was basically saying how he think Ocho's overrated, how he said he know that he's like a possession receiver or a certain type of receiver. He
Mm-hmm.
said he scored the ball. He said
Mm-hmm.
Ocho only scored double-digit touchdowns once in his career and
Mm-hmm.
was going in on Ocho. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, like Ocho
One
ain't
key
even come.
thing, and one key thing, that he said the lack of Ocho being able to get open on routes.
Yeah. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing about it is that, he came at Ocho hard. Ocho didn't even come at him. But
Mm-hmm.
then Chris Carter played like 5 more years than him, have like 13,000 yards. Ocho got over 11,000. So if
Mm-hmm.
Ocho plays as long as you, he probably have more yards than you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're equating as far as from a yardage standpoint, you ain't even above him. He played 5 less years than you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you might have scored more touchdowns, but then look at the Bengals team that Ocho was on.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. They was terrible for maybe outside of maybe 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like the way he was coming at Ocho was like you coming at a receiver like that's like it's like nah. Ocho's too good and did his thing the way you was coming at him. If you
Mm-hmm.
was one thing, you feel like you better, you feel like you better. It's the
Right.
same thing with Michael Irvin and T.O. Like
Mm-hmm.
Michael Irvin, like, nah, I could go at T.O. But T.O. is like talking like, nah, he can't fuck with me. That's
Right.
T.O. But Irvin is like, yo, nah, saying certain things to defend himself. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, those is two guys. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the way he was talking, like there's this great big gap between him and Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was like, but I said, I can't really speak to Chris Carter. You've
Mm-hmm.
seen him. So that's why I said, I want you to take the floor. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, so that way I feel like your opinion is going to weigh more. Because like I said, I'm not really a Chris Carter guy. I'm not really familiar with him. So you take the floor.
Now I watched both of these guys play.
Yes.
Ocho Cinco is one of those unsung receivers where he's not under the radar because he was very flashy in his playing
Yes.
days. Goal fronts, he was just very braggadocious on the field.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
his play really backed it up.
Yeah.
But Chris Carter was like you know how we was talking about Ed Reed and Eric and
Yeah. Sherman.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's comparable, but it's almost comparable. Like Chris Carter, he had one of the greatest hands in NFL history. Anything you threw Chris Carter way is like, and he was the master of the sideline. Tippy toe sideline like that. If you watch Chris Carter highlights, the man is like he practices that, he lived that, he breathed that. So, and when he was paired with Randy Moss that one year,
I remember that.
I don't
Randy
know,
Moss rookie season.
I don't know how the hell they didn't win a Super Bowl with that tandem because that was one of the greatest receiving tandems of all time. But let's go to stats, right? Because everything derives upon stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to Chris Carter, right? Played in
Okay.
16 seasons in the NFL for multiple teams. So he holds several NFL and team records for receptions and touchdowns. This
Okay.
is the key one. His 1,100 receptions and 130 touchdowns ranked second all time behind who? Who you think?
Jerry Rice, obviously.
Jerry Rice, right?
Yeah.
He had 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons from 93 to 2000. Had 10 or more touchdowns in a season 6 times. Led the NFL in receiving touchdown 3 times, 95, 97, 99, right? Let's go to Ocho. So he played 11 seasons. We know that for the Bengals and Patriots. So as he's finished his career with 766 receptions and 11,059 yards and 67 touchdowns. So and led the NFL in receiving yards in 2006 with 1,369 yards. So if you look at his stats compared to Carter's stats, they don't really they like you got Ocho here and you got Chris Carter here. So I could see like in those comments when Chris Carter was saying maybe there was an interlining, beef that we never
Uh-huh.
knew about because
Yeah.
as we all know, Chad can't talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I just think Chad can't bark up the Chris Carter tree. You gotta leave that alone. Leave Chris Carter
Okay.
alone because his name is up there with receiving and stats wise with Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? Ocho, you nowhere near in that categories. So just, leave that alone. That was coming from someplace that me and you don't know, right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
what is the reasoning for you to come at Chad Ochocinco, who's not even statistically on your level as far as receiving is, and why would you come at Ochocinco like that, right? It's something that we probably
Maybe,
don't know,
yeah. Because it
But
was a
based on the
strong
stats,
response.
Ocho, great receiver. No, I'm not taking that. Great receiver,
Oh,
but
you know what? Not to cut you off.
uh,
Chris Carter was saying he don't think Ocho's a Hall of Famer because he only had one touchdown. I mean, one season
one
of
season
over
with
10
multiple
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Do you agree with that point?
I mean, Tracy McGrady got into the Hall of Fame in the
But now
NBA.
NFL and basketball
NFL.
is different though.
It
So
is different,
like,
but in terms of like accolades, right? Because it's the same thing. If you look at T Mac accolades, you like what really propelled him into the NFL. I mean into the NBA Hall of Fame, right? So we could compare that to Chad Ochocinco and be like, what stats really
I don't really
propelled him
like the
into the
NBA
NFL
NFL
Hall.
comparison.
Well, we don't. I'm just saying, in based of like just your accolades. So just accolades, because accolades
Okay.
can be in any sport, right? You can
Okay.
get them in any sport, because obviously,
Tommy
what
said he
gets you
don't
into
think
the Hall
Ocho's a
of
Hall of
Fame,
Famer. Yeah.
yeah, because obviously, what gets you into the Hall of Fame is what you did with your accolades, right?
Mhm.
But I think if I think Ocho Cinco, as far as what he's done as far as yards as being a receiver, yeah, I mean, I think he did enough to get into the Hall of Fame, regardless of the fact that now there's going to be up to people's opinions, like how we talking about it, to say
Yeah.
whether or not he deserved it or not, right?
Yeah.
But based on his numbers, yeah, why not? Give that
All right.
man a Hall of Fame nod.
I mean, like I said, like I'm not really, I'm gonna just leave it because when you got people like Sterling Sharp
Mm-hmm.
taking forever to get into Hall of Fame, I ain't arguing for Ocho. He should have been
Right,
in the Hall of Fame. Sterling
right.
Sharp. Took
Because
him
I
so
mean,
long.
because the only NFL record that I'm seeing that Ocho Cinco has was he set an NFL record for most receiving yards in 2 consecutive games. This is just 2 consecutive games. It's not nothing that spans
Yeah,
over
yeah,
seasons, right?
yeah,
So he holds a lot of the Bengals
yeah.
receiving records,
And
not
those is gonna
all
get
time
broken with these
records.
two guys they got there, and Palmer the way Palmer throw the ball. Them
Yeah,
records will be gone in like a couple seasons.
right.
You
So
know what I mean?
that's looking at that is like you know based on his Bengals stats, he could be in a
Yeah,
Bengal Hall of Fame, right?
yeah,
But some people
yeah,
would, like Tommy said, he doesn't think he deserved to be a Hall of Fame. A lot of people are gonna, agree with that. So,
yeah, for sure, for sure. And since we on NFL, this was one I was like, yeah, man. Top NFL quarterbacks. All
mhm.
right, man. This is what they had, man.
Chase Will, facts, Tommy. Go ahead, Mel.
Yo, all right, man.
Now, is this of all time of this for the or
No,
the
this is current
current?
quarterbacks
Okay,
going into the season,
okay. I'm looking
and
at the
this
same
is
thing.
the order that they had them ranked on
Okay,
ESPN.
okay.
All right, man. Number one, Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, Josh Allen. Number three, Burrow. Number four, Lamar. Number
Mm-hmm.
five is Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Six, Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Seven, Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Eight, Goff.
Mm-hmm.
Nine, Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
10, Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Lamar Jackson, number four. That's when I ripped the list up. I'm tired of the disrespect here. It's out of control. I'm
So
gonna
what number
Josh
would you
Allen
put
is
him?
he's number two. Yo, listen, Josh Allen, and I know a lot of people say numbers 2 through 4 could be like interchangeable. You could put any one of them anywhere and boom. I don't agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. You're not a two-time MVP with the numbers and stuff that Lamar was doing, and you telling me he's fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't jacking that. Josh Allen just got his first MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Burrow has none. They make the
Mm-hmm.
playoff. Nah, son. Nah. We like four. Come on. And then
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts being number 9,
Yeah,
just
that's
won a
that's
Super Bowl.
disrespectful. That's
That's
disrespectful.
like that's number
Uh-huh.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Goff ahead of Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, yo, it's a lot of ranking. And then for CJ Stroud not to be on it,
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Now
Ridiculous.
I'm just looking at Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen in their stats leading all the way up to last year, right? In your um debate on whether or not Josh Allen should be two over Lamar. Now this is just the numbers, right? So we let the people hear this. So
Yeah,
games
yeah.
played, Lamar Jackson, games played doesn't matter. Passing yards, he has about roughly 6,000 more passing yards than Lamar. Obviously, Josh Allen is more of a passer than Lamar because rushing yards, obviously, Lamar Jackson got him beat by about 2,000 plus. So let me give you the number on passing yards. So passing yards, Lamar Jackson had 20,059 passing yards. Josh Allen got 26,434. Rushing yards, Lamar has 6,173. Josh Allen, 4,172. Now, here's the
Yeah.
biggest one. The biggest one is touchdown to interception ratio, right?
That's
So
not even
passing,
close.
so passing touchdowns, Lamar got 166. Josh Allen has 195. But interceptions,
Yes, talk
Lamar
about it.
Jackson got
Please.
49 and Josh
Please.
Allen got 84,
Yeah, please
right?
talk about it.
So,
Yeah.
that's a big deal,
Yeah.
right? But again, Josh Allen is more of a passer than Lamar Jackson. So he's going to have more interceptions. But when Lamar Jackson does throw the ball, he protects the ball better than Josh Allen. So
Mind you, Lamar Jackson had a year where he got hurt and missed, like, I think, dang near, like, a good amount of games a couple times. And then
mhm,
his rookie season, I think he might have started maybe 7 games.
mhm,
So that's why it's a lot of missed game. Lamar Jackson has basically missed over a season's worth of games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to be factored in as well. But that's neither here nor there. I just think that, like, even last year, Josh Allen got MVP, but he wasn't better than Lamar Jackson. Like, Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson threw
and
40
even
touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
41 touchdowns for, and his passer rating was 119 compared to
Like,
Allen's 101.4.
that's what I'm like. Like that's why I was like, they just gave him the award last year because it was like, yo, he due for it.
Yeah.
So type
And
of thing.
he had more passing yards too, 4,172. Josh Allen had 3,731.
Come on.
So
That's
he had
why
more.
last year's MVP, I'd be like, yo, whatever. Because
Yeah,
that
he
was
had
like,
more. He had more passing yards. This is Lamar Jackson. Had more passing
yeah,
yards, better completion percentage, more
more
passing
rushing.
touchdowns, less interceptions, more rushing yards. The only thing Josh Allen got him beat last year was rushing touchdowns. It was 12 to
And
4.
and
That
that
was
was
it.
and he was the MVP over Lamar.
And
Yeah,
that
I know.
was it.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I agree with you. But anytime when these guys, these companies or bloggers or they put up these lists, these are all subject to their opinions, and these are all subjective, right? Because
Yeah.
like you said, you would do a list, you would put Lamar at 2. This guy will probably put Josh Allen number 2. Some guy will probably put Mahomes at number 2 and Lamar at number 1. So all these things are subjective. These are
Yeah.
all
Of course. Of
opinionated,
course. Of course.
because
Of course.
but if you want to base it on stats, right? We should
Yeah.
just base everything on stats. By
Yep.
stats measured, Lamar Jackson shouldn't be under Josh Allen as the number as what they got Lamar at again?
At 4. And
At
Josh
4.
Allen at 2.
As 2. Yeah. I that's and they got what you call it? Jalen Hurts had 9. That's
That's ridiculous.
disrespectful.
Golf,
Ridiculous.
I don't even want to hear golf. They're like, CJ
Ridiculous.
Stroud not even being on there is just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna say not.
Nah,
Maybe
it's
next
crazy,
year.
bro.
Maybe next year put him.
Nah, no. Nah.
Maybe
His
next
rookie season was like Daniels. Daniels had a rookie season like Stroud, and he's 5th.
Yeah.
This is Stroud's 2nd year, and he's not on the list. And he did his thing. And he got to the playoffs back to back.
But
Nah.
I'm just saying this is his 2nd year. If you look at these guys that's
To
on the
drop
list,
off the top 10 list, though, McDaniel's been in the league 1 season. Stroud's rookie season was just like his.
yeah. I mean, but if you look at these guys are, I mean, they got Jaden Daniels up there. Just give him props. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. How can he be 5th and Stroud not even on the list? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I agree. So who would you take off to put Stroud on?
Mayfield, Golf, one of them. Get them out of here.
Mayfield. I would take off Baker.
Like, get him out of here. That's easy. Like,
yeah,
you know what
I'll
I'm
take
saying?
off Baker.
Get him out of here, please.
Yeah, I take off Baker. Yeah, Tommy.
You know?
I agree. Yeah, I'll take off Baker.
It's crazy. Stroud not being on there, but that was my issues with the list. It was the fact of Hurts being that low, Stroud not being on it, and then they just meat riding Josh Allen. Like, stop. I know, we want him to win world. Y'all want him to win and beat Mahomes. He be losing to Mahomes just like Lamar Jackson. He doesn't get a pass. What pass does Josh Allen get? He played well, and and you lost. Right. Still, the only person that beat Mahomes was Burrow, and I feel like that's his claim to fame.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Joe, we got to see what Joe do this year. This is
with
supposed
a
to be the
defense,
year
maybe
of Burrow.
they're supposed to get a defense. Hopefully,
yeah, this is supposed to be the year of Burrow. So let's see what he do.
Yeah,
but again, these things are
Raven
all
Nation.
These are all subjective. So
Raven Nation, Lamar, I got you, man. Raven Nation, man. You know how I do. Did you check out the Caitlin Clark versus the Paige Buckers? Did you see the matchup?
I saw highlights of it. Of it.
What you thought?
And I gotta say, right, because they was killing me on TikTok when I made the apology to Angel Reese. Everybody's gonna say what they say. But I got to really start looking at different people break down Caitlin Clark's game. I'm really starting to see the WNBA players and the system figure out Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers is by far this, even though Fever won the game,
Mm-hmm.
but
You think Buckers
Paige,
is better?
yeah, Paige was Paige. Caitlin
Yeah.
Clark showed that she
She
got
had
a
a double
lot.
double.
She had a
She had
double double,
14 points,
14 and
13
13.
assists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paige
Um,
had like 20 something, right?
21.
22, something
Yeah,
like
about
that. Yeah.
21. Um, but if you looking at Caitlin Clark's field goal percentage, it wasn't
It was terrible. It was in the pits.
terrible.
Yeah. It was in the
Terrible.
pits. Yeah. It
It was terrible. Good
was
good
in the
thing she
pits.
got that. Good thing she got a that what's her name? Thompson. What's the girl name? Her center power forward that made the
Yeah, I know you're
All-Star
talking
team.
about. I
Yeah,
forgot her
good thing you
name.
got her
Yeah.
because she saves you a lot of time. A lot of those assists went to her. So I'm paid. I'm Caitlin Clark came in because she was something new, something fresh, shooting threes like Curry. But once that died down and people were really checking out and watching film on her game, they're like, yo, play her left. Play her left. She can't go left. Like when she goes left, she ain't. If you look at it, when they do the double teams, they bring the double on the guard on her right hand side, and they put the center like kind of like in the middle on the left hand side to force her left. I'm watching all the clips, and she's
Mm-hmm.
not doing nothing. She can't really. She barely hardly makes layups. She be if she can't hit that three ball, the rest of the Caitlin Clark game is just asinine.
Okay. Because Paige
And
was hitting deep threes too, killing.
she's dangerous. But if you take away that three and force her off that 3 point and force her to make a decision in the paint and just go, Caitlin Clark ain't got it, bro. And I'm watching the game and I'm like, damn, if she don't hit that three, what the fuck can she do? That's again, good thing she got her teammates with her, especially that girl in the middle. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name,
Is it
but
Boston? Is
yes,
the last name Boston? Yeah. Yeah.
yes, in the middle because a lot of her assists off
Yeah.
the pick and roll goes to
Yeah.
her. So if she didn't have her on her team and the offense solely relied on Caitlin Clark, Fever would be in trouble, bro. But that
Yeah.
girl Paige,
So you
man,
like her game more. You like her better
yes,
than
I
Caitlyn.
like her over Caitlin Clark any day,
Okay.
any day,
Got you.
any day.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at
And
it.
yeah,
Salute to the
shot.
woman hooping, man.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
piggybacking off that, I mean, the WNBA All-Star games coming up. They three-point shootout field was announced with Caitlin Clark,
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina. They got
Mm-hmm.
the reigning champion from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So with the question as far as does the All-Star games in sports still hold value? And I believe they do. I think that in NFL they got rid of the Pro Bowl because they was doing that BS.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with NFL when they just got rid of that and just started doing something else. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like baseball, I feel like it still be dope, the All Star and a home run derby,
Mm-hmm.
WNBA. I gotta really zone in this year because
Mm-hmm.
they've had All Star games last couple times and they weren't bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that the NFL getting rid of theirs, NBA gonna have to figure something out. But I
Drastically,
do
yeah.
think that it does matter. But I think that because the biggest leagues in our country, at least in America,
Mm-hmm.
NFL's game was terrible and they got rid of it, and then the NBA is
Mm-hmm.
like doing what they doing. So I think it takes away from all the other sports, and like since the
Mm-hmm.
biggest ones, All Star games, aren't living up to what they once were. So it
Mm-hmm.
makes it overall like okay, it must be bad in all sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it still does matter.
Mm-hmm. Before I get into my shot to Tommy, he commented, he said Stroud is top 10. He said he'll take golf off to put Stroud on. I'll take that. He said Hurts
Yeah,
at 9 is fine. That actually
yeah.
rhymed.
He
Hurts
he,
at
he don't
9
like
is
the
fine.
Eagles. Oh yeah, the
MLB
MLB
All
All Star
Star
game is
game
in
in
30
30
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I watched some of it. I mean, my take on it is like I feel, especially let's start with NFL, right? And
yeah.
their Pro Bowl. I mean, if you're not tackling in the Pro Bowl, it made no sense to do that All Star game at all. Like it was pointless to do that because it was just like a bunch of guys just throwing. It was like it was boring. It was boring from when I watched one of my very first All Star game. I'm like this. They're just throwing the ball out here is, now if they was to play like an actual NFL game, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
like go out there and try to kill personal tackle, but put a little aggression into it because you would love to see a star receiver go against a star corner on an actual route to see if you are that top receiver that can break that star corner, or if you're that star corner that can actually cover the top receiver. Obviously, you do it because you're not doing it every single game because you go against
yeah,
mediocre receivers here and there. But picture a Megatron going up against an Ed Reed, right? And
yeah.
they really running plays. You want to
Going
see
at
if
it.
Megatron can really do what he do against an Ed Reed, right? So I think that's what takes away from the All-Star game. We are excited to see these players play against each other, but the
Yeah,
excitement goes away when we're not seeing them really playing against each other, right?
and
So that goes
competing.
to the
Yeah,
All-Star game and NBA is like, you got these guys, like, shout out, rest in peace to Kobe, man. When Kobe was out there, he took it personal against LeBron. He was playing him
yeah,
full court. LeBron probably like, yo, Kobe chill, is an All-Star game. Nah, nigga, these fans came out here to see us play. They want to see this matchup between me and you and see, am I that defender? Can you really get by me? So I'm going to show them that you can't do that, right? So that's what it needs. It just needs these things to be competitive. Like, just
yeah,
go out there, you pick the best of the best. Okay, now let's see if the best of the best can guard, right? Let's
yeah,
see if
yeah,
Curry can really put up the shots if Durant is holding you playing real good D. Can you still do that, right?
yeah.
Like, I want to see
Yeah,
that. I want to see
yeah,
that. And I think that's what is missing from these All-Star games.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That competitive nature. And
Mm-hmm.
as far as well, all right, well, this I don't even know how we talking about this. Like Drake covers LeBron tap with Shy tap. Come on,
Yo,
man.
I had to throw that in there because I'm like, yo, it
Yeah,
was
you go ahead and
being
talk about that. You go ahead
it
and talk
was
about that.
being talked about on social media
You go ahead
with
and talk about that.
Drake having, I mean, it ties in, right? Because LeBron James, Gilgeous Alexander. But I'm like, and because Drake was taking shots at LeBron, this LeBron, right? Because I guess LeBron was supporting Kendrick Lamar. And
Yeah,
mind you,
yeah,
this guy's a basketball player. He doesn't care. Like, he's just listening to music. So for Drake to feel that disrespected by LeBron, that he's going, you should be feel more disrespected about your music peers that did music with you and bigged you up and took sides and not getting and not taking any offense to an
yeah.
NBA player.
Because he hate DeMar DeRozan too for the same thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? These are basketball players, bro. But
And DeMar
even
DeRozan is from Compton.
yeah, he's from Compton, right? Even though he lives, but he's from Compton, so it's like, bro, leave that alone. But
Yeah,
I just found it funny that he tatted over another man's jersey to put another man's
yeah.
jersey on there. Like,
It's
that's
trash.
nasty work, Drake, bro.
Yeah,
That's nasty work, man.
yeah.
Drake
Like,
is
yeah,
soft. He's still bitter
yeah,
about
man.
everything.
Like,
Yeah, it sure
come on,
is.
man.
Word, Tommy.
You know what I'm saying? Drake, Tat, I ain't talking about this, man.
No, I mean, yo, it's crazy because people are talking about it. So I'm like, yo, and it ties in with sports. Like, you got a whole Irish LeBron James on your shoulder. I mean, on your arm, and then you went and tatted Shea Gilgeous. Now, one of Shea Gilgeous Alexander decides, okay, they put a post up of him rocking, bopping to Kendrick Lamar, not like us. What you gonna do? Cover his shit too? Like, yo, it's crazy. Drake, just leave these NBA players off your body. Leave them alone, bro. Leave them alone. Okay, that's
Yeah,
my
I
two
love
cents.
I love Allen Iverson. I'm not gonna Allen Iverson tat, man. Like, come on, dog.
I'm not getting no like I'm like no.
It's just like, come on, son. And that's why I
Yeah,
said that. Everybody know AI is my man, but I'm not getting AI tat. Like,
yeah.
come on,
I'm not.
come on, man.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
be,
nasty work, Drake.
yeah, come on.
Don't do
Next,
that.
you know what I mean? Um, so as far as well, you got to put me to speed on this one. With the NCAA, the new rules on paying athletes, I wasn't too familiar with that. So you take the floor with that.
All right. So, in June of this month, I don't know, last
Yeah.
month, the House versus NCAA
Hmm.
settlement received final approval from a federal judge. So
Yeah.
this agreement marks a new era in college sports, allowing NCAA Division I schools to directly pay student athletes for the use of their name, image, and likeness, the NOL, right? So key aspects of the new rules regarding athlete compensation include, so is direct payments from schools beginning July 1st. Universities and participating conferences and those that opt in can share a portion of the athletic revenue directly with student athletes. So they said the initial compensation cap is expected to be around 20.5 million per school for the 2025-26 academic year, with possible increases in following years. Right? So I say this because it's like, yo, it gives an incentive for, because if you look at Cooper Flag, right? Now,
Yeah.
some people are saying paying student athletes is killing the game, and some people say paying student athletes is actually helping far as NCAA.
Hmm.
I feel is actually helping the NCAA implementing these new rules is because I mean they had it there that was growing, but now it's like really there. So say a guy like Cooper Flag, right? You play 1 year in college basketball and you decide you want to dip to the WNBA. So for that 1 year, yeah, you getting revenue for Cooper Flag, but once he's gone, that's it. Revenue done, right? And the guy leaves school, and a lot of these athletes, albeit don't get their degree, they don't finish school, right? So now I feel this will give more college athletes an incentive to say, hey, okay, 4 years, I'm a star athlete. Now, this is really only pertaining to star athletes, right? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it pertains to a lot of athletes, but this is really pertaining to the star athlete, right? So, Gerald, what up? What up,
What's
bro?
good? What's good,
So,
Sir Joe?
I think a guy like, say, Cooper Flag, maybe he doesn't come out in the first year. Maybe he say, hey, I'm making some good money here in college basketball. The NBA career is there. Let me continue and get more paper for that athlete. Now, in contrast to, say, a lesser athlete, right? They may look at it differently and say, hey, I'm gonna do my 4 years because I may not make it to the NBA, and they could be an all right prospect, right? But they still getting paid for their services in the NCAA, right? So it could go both ways for a Cooper Flag, from what I said before, to maybe a Cooper Flag say, hey, I'm gonna come in this 1 year, make all this money. I don't know if I could get injured or what have you, and I lose out on my NBA dreams, but maybe I could still make this college money, right? So to me, I think this will enable more athletes to stay in school, which will heighten the college basketball atmosphere because I love watching these guys stay 2, 3 years and building that rivalry up in college, watching college basketball, NCAA, and then taking their talents to the NBA.
Yeah,
So
that is
I
true,
think
Sir
it
Joe.
helps. I
That would have
think it
worked for a guy
helps.
like Tyler Hansborough for sure. Yeah.
Huh?
And he was saying
You
like it
said
would have
what?
worked good for a guy like Tyler Hansborough who stayed 4 years, or even like
Yeah,
a Evan Turner who stayed four
yeah,
years. People
uh-huh.
like that. Yeah.
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 So I think it helps, right? Because it keeps, like I said, it keeps those guys who maybe not superstars, but they are, great players, and keeps them, and they could develop in college, and people will watch them like, yo, you got to watch out for this guy. Be a star instead of these guys leaping out to go to the developmental league or try to enter the draft and don't get drafted. I think it works both ways because especially if you're a star athlete, you want to get paid for your name. You buying jerseys with my name on it and I can't get paid.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't doing that. But it may entice a couple of players to like, no, let me stay in maybe 2, 3 years, and that helps generate revenue for the school. And then you could work on your game and you could probably
Yeah.
move up from a prospect to being, a
Yeah.
top maybe 21st round draft pick. So, it could go both ways, but I think it really helps the NCAA by stamping that and paying out these players. What's it Jero said?
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
gonna say yeah. He said that they should be
Working as
working together.
partners.
Honestly, I think it
They should.
eventually that would be wise. But
Yeah.
salute
They
to
should.
that for
But
sure.
the farm system right now is the developmental league. The That's the farm system because they still players still get paid there too. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like they farm system right there. The developmental league. Um
Yeah.
in my opinion. I just think in working with each other, I just think that they should like say for like a Cooper flag, right? The NBA should have it where uh you have maybe set a minimum, a 2-year minimum, and based on where you at that 2 year, your contract would be more or less, right? So that would entice players if they at that 1 year threshold, like I'm right there, man. If I'm my second year, if I'm this type of player, I could get this type of money when I go into the NBA. So I think that kind of cross utilization will help because it will help the school, NCAA, in that respective program. It will help the player something that they could reach for, like, top, there's a tier level of pay where I'm at in my college career. So that's how I think they should intertwine with each other. But, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see how that shit go.
Yeah. And then as far as the Bleacher Report top 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, ring that off. I mean, yeah.
No, you ring it off. You want me to ring it off?
Yeah, because my phone, I don't have the thing. My phone, like,
Okay. All right. So, well, this Bleacher Report was actually the 100 players of all time, but people keened in on the top 20 because of
yeah,
the top 20 list
it was
that
crazy.
was
Some of them.
listed.
Yeah.
So here's the
Look,
top
Zero's funny.
20.
He said, I'm here. Yeah.
So here's the top 20.
I gotta
No,
get the big boy out. Let me.
number one was
He said,
obviously
Zero.
Mike. Let's talk about this shit. Number one was obviously Mike. Number two, wait, hold on. Let's tap him in. Let's tap him in. Wait, man. Oh shit! I just saw this shit. Hold on. Oh my bad, Tommy. I just now saw it. I didn't see it. Tommy, if you want to join back in, if you're still on, send a request again. I didn't really see it because he requested down low. But
Mm.
so they got Michael Jordan, LeBron James 2, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 3, Magic Johnson 4, Bill Russell 5, Shaquille O'Neal.
I wasn't ready to come on, so I gotta cover my. It's crazy out here.
So right now we going through the Bleacher reports. Again, it was a top 100 players, but the top 20 was what got
Yeah.
the whole internet in feathers,
Yeah.
up
We'll,
in
we'll,
arms.
we'll use we'll use our last 15 to get to the bottom of this right here. Perfect.
So number one again was Mike. Number two was Braun. Number three was Kareem. Number four is Magic. Number five is Bill Russell. Number six was Shaq. Number seven was Tim Duncan. Number eight, Bird. Nine, Wilt. 10, Steph Curry. 11, Kobe Bryant. Let's stop right there.
Yeah, let's
We're gonna
stop
I
right
stop.
mean,
there.
Stop
that.
right there.
Yo, well, yeah.
Let's fucking stop right there.
Let's stop right there. Sajiro, no, we on the same page. Let's stop right there. So what? So how do
Yo.
y'all feel about this list? Let's start with Sajiro. How do you feel about the list, bro? I know you seem like you got a lot to say right now. Me giving you the floor.
The list. So the top 10. We gonna start there.
Yeah, we did 11. Kobe
I,
Bryant was
I,
number
I finish,
11.
finish, finish finish the top 20 though, and then we can
Yeah,
and then you
finish
can
the
start
top
chopping
20
niggas'
first.
heads off.
Okay,
Like
so
that
number
nigga ready to
11,
chop heads off.
number 11 was Kobe. Number 12 was Hakeem. Number 13 was Durant. 14 was Oscar. 15 was Jerry. 16 was Garnett. 17 was Nicola. 18 was Dirk. 19 was David Robb. 20 was Julius.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, listen. Yo,
But they didn't even get to the 20. They stopped at 11. That's where
All right.
that's where the
I
internet
gotta
was up
take
in
a I
arms.
gotta
I'm
take a
not gonna
deep breath
hold
right here.
It's a really good list. A lot of the right people are there. We got the order fucked up. And I'm not even one to be cursing like that, but this shit is serious. We take this NBA shit. See, this shit is the Bible.
It's the Bible, right?
Kobe Bryant not in the top 10 is disrespectful.
Disrespectful, bro.
But this is the thing though. I'm gonna sound disrespectful because personally to me, Wilt and Bill gotta be moved out. I'm cool with Steph being at 10. I think Kobe gotta be anywhere as high as 4 and anywhere as low as 7. I think Kobe. So this is how I look at this thing, right? Because I really was thinking about this, and I wish I wrote. My list is in my phone. I wish I wrote it down so I could talk to you about it, but I know it off head. So I think Mike, LeBron, and Kareem. Honestly, I really think that should be everybody's top 3. How you want to order it, if you somebody that grew up in the 80s, so Kareem is one for you, or if you a 90s guy, or you just hold, Jordan as number one, whatever, cool. But I do think that should be most people's top three. It's Mike, LeBron, Kareem. But how you order it, that's your business. I really believe 4 through 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be Magic, Shaq, Duncan, Kobe. I really believe that is 4 through 7. I'm not hearing nothing different. How you order it is your business. If you want to put Magic at 4 and have Duncan back at 7, cool. If you want to put Duncan ahead of Shaq because Duncan got more rings, more MVPs, he was a better defender, I'm cool with that. Me personally, when you're talking about guys that are that close, what I do to figure out who I want to put ahead of who is when they was all at their peak, who was a little better. And I think Shaq was a little bit better than Duncan at their peak, so I will put Shaq slightly above him. But I'm not going to be mad if somebody says, but Duncan got more MVPs, Duncan got more rings. That's very valid. So that's a fair
Right.
But I do think that should be 4 through 7. And then I personally do think 8, 9, 10 is Hakeem, Bird, and Steph. Steph is 10. We can't 2 MVPs, 4 rings, 1 before Durant.
One unanimous MVP.
One before Durant, 1 with Durant, 1 after Durant.
1 without.
And he won after Clay came off the ACL and Achilles, and Draymond was past his prime. So we can't keep disrespecting Steph. Steph is 10. Steph is 10. He's 10. He's 10. He's 10. But Kobe's in front of him. We're not doing that. Kobe's in front of him. Steph knows Kobe's in front of him. So to me,
the thing. Go ahead.
I gotta borrow that L from your hat. Like if I could grab the L from your hat.
Kobe could be anywhere as high as 4, but he can't be lower than 7 or 8 to me. Like that's just what it is.
That list was.
So
I agree.
So my list, mine is Jordan 1, LeBron 2, Kareem 3, Magic 4, Shaq 5, Kobe 6, Duncan 7, Hakeem 8, Bird 9, Steph 10. That's my 10.
Okay. I mean, I can't get mad at that. And again, right, like I was saying before about how these lists are very subjective, right? All these lists are a matter of people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, 2 Cents and Change podcast, we're gonna drop our top 20. We got a spicy list for y'all. But
and can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Because I was saying to me, certain players belong in a tier with each other. I think KG, Dirk, Barkley, Malone, and Giannis, and Jokic all should almost be like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, I think all of them should be right with each other. And then you got to figure out how you order it. But I do think if you want a chip as the best player on the team, you got to go above Barkley and Malone. Like, there's something that got to be said about that. So I do think, although Dirk is not as good an individual player as Barkley, because Dirk won a chip as the best player, you got to put him at Barkley. Because they both got an MVP.
Right.
Dirk has 30,000 points. But Dirk can say, bro, I was the best player on a team that won a chip. I got to be a slight ahead of you. So if Dirk is 18, Barkley's 19, Malone's 20. But I do think Jokic, Dirk, KG, and Giannis should be ahead of Barkley and Malone. And then Barkley and Malone would be like 19, 20, and then we could go to the top 20.
I'm letting you live. You know the Barkley talk. I'm letting you rock. I'm letting you rock.
Bro, listen.
I'm chilling like this, like with the chain on me like this.
You know I got mad respect for Barkley, and I know how you feel about him. But you can't discredit guys that won chips as the best player because we know how hard it is to do. And Dirk went to the chip twice.
I'm letting you rock. I'm letting you rock.
Yeah,
I'm letting you live. I'm letting you live.
At some point, you got to say that's enough to put you over somebody.
I'm letting you live. Like I'm letting you live. I'm not disagreeing. I'm letting you live.
If we're gonna say like their careers are all as close, because we're talking about guys that all won MVPs, all been like top 10 in scoring, all this, then the next thing is, did you win a chip? And did you win a chip like Gary Payton at the end? You won a chip still as that nigga.
As your prime.
Giannis won a chip as that nigga. Jokic won a chip as that nigga. Dirk won a chip as that guy. That's gotta get you over the hump.
I'm not hating on him.
Wait till y'all see our top 20 list. Yo, Mel, he about to shake it up, Mel. We're
But
not going to reveal it.
I want to hear y'all on this top 10 and where Kobe, how Kobe got to 11.
I feel and like again, I feel like these lists, they are all subjective, right?
Yeah.
They are really based off of people's opinions of a player because some people may like LeBron James better than Mike, and they will put LeBron James as number one, right? But we all know undoubtedly Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't even think that should be debated, but it is. But the disrespect, right? And I always said, I always come back to this. I'm like, the second greatest two guard to ever play the game is Kobe Bean Bryant. How disrespectful of the second greatest two guard to ever play the game with 5 championships and put him at number 11?
Yeah, 11's crazy.
11?
11
Like,
crazy.
whoever did this list, the Bleacher Report, I would like to speak to. I don't know if it was a team, it was just one guy.
Dude,
Y'all idiots.
I need them to explain that because
Explain that.
we not
11?
like, it's not like he only has 3, never won, but he got 2 without Shaq. He's got 5. He's got 5 is a lot.
And when it was playing with Shaq, it's debatable who was A or B at any given moment.
They're the only elite duo that, to me, it wasn't a Batman Robin, it was a Batman Superman.
Batman Superman.
Like they was killing like this. It was like where like Scotty, we always knew you behind Jordan. Once Magic got it, we knew Kareem like this is my shit.
Right.
Wade and LeBron, we knew Wade was. Shaq was definitely the guy on the first one, but the second and third, they was Ken and Ryu. It was you know what I mean. So
and the stats.
Hold on. Kobe was doing his thing. But against Philly, Shaq was on some other shit.
Shaq was on some
so
other
I just want to make sure we put that in there. Shaq was on some other shit.
But wait, you got to remember, you talking about the 01 finals, right?
Yeah, he was on some other shit.
Remember that
the playoff run, Kobe did his thing. But the finals, Shaq was on some ET shit. Let's not. All right, keep going.
I mean, because that was the game plan. And even Kobe had talked about it. It was like, yo, Kobe, your game will get us to the finals. But in the finals, we got to get Shaq the ball because he's the one that's going to take us over the edge to win us a championship. So that was by design, by Phil, and doing that, like you said, in the finals. But we all know. Go ahead, bro.
The disrespect, though. Hold on. You know what's one of the other disrespects the Kobe Bryant joint?
I feel like the defense.
Yo, how the fuck is Isaiah Thomas not in the top 20? You talking about this Joker shit and Giannis shit?
Wait, hold on.
Zeke?
Hold up. You can't. Jokic is in the top 20. He's got 3 MVPs.
Sajiro, I don't give a fuck if that nigga had 20 MVPs.
Nah, you can't do that.
Zeke?
You can't do
Zeke?
that, bro.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying Zeke can't be top 20. What I'm saying is you can't put Jokic. Jokic don't got nothing to do with that. You're gonna have to call a Dr. J, a Jerry West, somebody else.
Listen, Dr. J, I don't care. Zeke is top 20. He gets disrespected the most.
Yeah.
Who else? Hold on. The only person, Magic, Larry, Bird, nobody else did that. Game over. You automatically top 20. 2 MVP.
I think not putting Isaiah Thomas in the top 20
is crazy.
I'll take out David Robinson and put in Isaiah Thomas over.
It's a lot of people that's coming out the top 20 for Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I can name at least 5 of them.
And shout out to Kevin Garnett, but Kevin Garnett in the top 20, I don't know about that neither.
Over Isaiah Thomas?
I don't know about that neither.
KG be in the top 20.
Yo, and mind you, Detroit, like, not even to, like, the what if, this, that, no, seriously, they was robbed against the Lakers in 88 with the bum-ass call on Lambert, on Kareem, the invisible foul. They would have won 3, the first to win 3. And we questioning him being in the top 20? Sajiro,
also,
chill.
Your guy,
I'm not letting you get away
Iverson.
with that.
Allen
Chill.
in the top 20.
Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson, listen. Be careful when we mention Allen Iverson. Let's be careful when we say what we say about Allen Iverson. Sajiro, what'd you say? Make sure you careful.
Allen Iverson not in top 20? Why not?
Guys, if we're going to start saying who he's in, we got to start saying who's out. So
All right, look, I'm going to tell you who's out. Based off
I
this
would
other
take
bum ass
I would
list that we
take
just
Allen
picked,
Iverson over David Robinson.
Yo, it's
Sajero, I know you, yo. You
You
fronting.
gonna
You're
take
not
Allen?
gonna sit here
You
and
would take
say,
David Rob
Sajero,
over Allen
Sajero,
Iverson?
even if we going over off of basketball that we watched and shit and this, that, the David Robinson you saw was weak.
Yo,
You didn't even see the prominent one.
he was
None
getting
of us did,
dogged out
I
there.
except my
agree.
brother.
I
The
agree,
one
but
we saw was weak, averaging 16, 17, and we thinking about him being over AI.
David
but
Rob
then
over
Stop.
AI
if
is
we're gonna
nasty
Stop.
work,
if we're
Sajero.
gonna say
Stop.
that, then we're gonna have David Robinson like at 80.
Stop.
We're gonna be putting Melo and people over him too. Then if we
No,
do
no, 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 no.
No, 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 no,
Yo,
no.
listen.
I
Hold on,
gotta disagree
Sajiro.
with that.
Hold on, Sajiro. You about to get me hype now. Hold on. You said, hold on.
Go ahead.
You said that's like, say we're going to start putting Melo. So we saying Melo with AI? I'm about to break this phone.
But remember, you just said we didn't get to see him in his prime. So I'm like, well, then we're
Nah,
gonna put everybody.
Sajiro.
We're gonna put
Sajiro, you not
everybody.
serious. You not serious right
Okay,
now.
cool. So then that means you putting Chris Paul over David Robinson too, then? Like,
Chris,
Hold
where
on.
did it
Let me
stop?
ask you this.
he's an honorable
Are
mention.
we
Chris Paul.
insulting Allen Iverson's greatness by mentioning Chris Paul and Melo over there? Is
So
that what we're
listen,
doing?
hold on. This would be my question to y'all, right? David Robinson, he's won a league MVP. AI did that too. David Robinson was also an elite defender. AI was not. David Robinson has.
Nah. We're not hearing that shit. You in the league defender getting cooked like that by Elijah Wan? Get that
Well,
defense shit out of here.
Elijah
That's when you're
was
supposed to show
also.
you elite defense. And you elitely got cooked. You got fucking
I
thrown on
mean,
the grill.
Elijah Wan got Defensive Player of the Year's award. David Robinson doesn't have none.
David Robinson got one. I think one defensive player yet. Yeah, he's got one.
David
One?
Robinson,
He
I
got
don't think he
one?
got none of that.
Yeah, he got one.
To fucking, like, come
Let
on,
me let
man.
me let me let me
Like,
research that.
yo, Sajiro, a league defender getting cooked. Yo, if you an elite defender, you shouldn't be getting cooked for a series like that. A game, okay.
Hakeem.
A series,
Yeah,
a series.
they have to talk to Mel about AI. So,
Tommy,
bro,
no, but
You
nah.
can't. You
But
can't.
hold on. Elijah won the
Yeah, he won
cooked.
it once. He won it once.
Elijah won. Hold on. He
Elijah
won it. Yo,
Wan-
listen.
Elijah
I'm gonna
Wan
tell you.
versus
Hold on. I could
D-Rock
bring up a
versus
number of times when I seen David Robinson. Hold on. Charles Barkley is 6'4" in 93 playoffs. Why is Charles Barkley pulling up on this defensive-minded motherfucker and making game winners?
So,
Sending him home. Sending him
Mel,
home.
wait. All right, let's Mel,
I see him getting cooked too many
Hold on, Mel.
times.
Let's keep
give
it
us
within
Mel,
podcast realms.
give us your top 10. Give us your top 10 in order.
Alright. Nah, cause you know why I'm getting hyped like that, bro? Because with these lists and when people be talking like bro, for real. You was when David Robinson was getting MVP, we talking about David Robinson and Allen Iverson?
But bro, if you're gonna say that Magic Johnson was getting MVPs, we weren't born, but we still know who he was.
But see,
Nah.
Magic,
Zero.
That, bro.
So Magic Johnson is different. David Robinson is not that.
I agree, but I'm
Stop.
just saying we've done our research. We go back and watch these games.
We
so we're not
do.
gonna act like, yeah.
But I'm saying though, David Robinson's prime, like if we being really real about it, 5-6 seasons at best. Why you think the Spurs got Tim Duncan? Because he was falling off the deep end already.
All right,
Shout
give
out
us your
Tommy.
top 10, Mel. Let's hear it in order, please.
My top 10?
Yes.
Alright. Mike. Alright, we're gonna do Mike. We're gonna do Braun.
2,
We got Kobe.
3.
3. Then Kareem.
Wow.
Nah, it's no wow. This is being real and not doing what I'm seeing on TV. Understand?
But okay, wait.
Kareem.
No. That's an important. We gotta. Why are you putting Kobe ahead of Kareem?
Because he is. It's the Mamba.
No. Come on,
It's
bro.
Kobe.
I need to know why.
It's Kobe. The reason why I'm saying this is because, look, my thing is this. Kareem had the points and everything, and he's an all-time great in every level. Kobe didn't go to college. So the college aspect, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
NBA. This is the NBA.
Okay, all NBA?
This is the NBA.
Off what I've seen, yo, if we being real, a lot of those years in the 80s, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the secret weapon, but he was not the driving force. He wasn't, especially them years against the Pistons, he was getting his ass kicked. And them last Laker rings, even against the Celtics, when the last one when they beat Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not the driving force. He gets a lot of people. You look at it in real time. In the 80s, in the early part, he was the dude. But Magic was the driving force, and Kareem was doing what he did, but it wasn't like he was dominating like Shaq. So, and that's for half the 80s. I'm just keeping it 1,000 of being realistic about that. Kareem is fire.
And before you go, let me just stop you there. And this is why I said these lists are always subjective. Because as Mel said, right, he will put Allen Iverson in the top 20 because that's one of his favorite players. So that is a subjective listing of putting Allen Iverson in there.
That's the
As
dude.
opposed to if somebody would just base it on just pure stats and put, say, a David Robinson over Allen Iverson. So that's why these lists causes these debates, because somebody could like Braun way better than Mike and say, why is Braun over Mike?
You two gentlemen know basketball too. You guys know basketball super well, and you guys know the history of the league. So I'm asking you guys to remove your fandom of the guys you like and just be authentically honest.
So that's what my top 10.
LeBron and Kobe are my two favorite players of all time. I still have Jordan number one.
Jordan is undoubtedly the best player.
If we're doing the top 10, I had Kareem 4, Magic 5.
Okay.
All right. We going, if I'm keeping it a foul wow, yeah, we got Larry at 6.
Woo.
Hakeem 7.
Okay. Wow.
Shaq 8.
Okay.
Duncan 9.
Okay.
And number 10, Zeke.
Wow.
Nah, I got Steph Curry at 10 though.
Okay.
I feel like he's made his space, but no, I'm like all jokes aside, but yeah.
So you got Larry ahead of
But that's my 10 right now. If I'm off the top, that's my 10.
Larry ahead of Shaq and Kareem. We lost.
Hello?
Yeah,
I'm in. My bad. Okay. I'm in.
So you got Larry ahead of Shaq and Kareem.
Yeah.
Sorry, ahead of Shaq and Hakeem. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Larry Bird. I'm really a fan of Larry Bird.
I know you. Yeah, you got a lot of respect for Bird, and
so that's why I'm like, and he saved the league though.
Rightfully so. Okay, give us your top 10, bro.
Nope, I'm not giving mine.
Oh, because yours is gonna come out with the list.
Yeah, we're gonna do the list.
Okay.
We're gonna do the list. I gotta.
Yeah. You gotta.
So right after this, we publishing the list.
All right. So listen, one thing I see is we got the same 10. We just gotta order differently.
Different order, yeah.
But everybody's order is going to be different because my order is going to be different from both of you guys.
It's a good list, Tommy.
You know why? Because Kobe is my favorite player. I would probably put Kobe at number 3. I'm putting Kobe at 3 in my list. You know, if it was just my list. So that's what I'm saying.
This is my question to y'all, because it seems like a lot of people are giving their list based off more of like their heart, the guys they love versus
they are
like authentically honest and remove. I try to remove my what's it called? Because I was looking at the list. Shea Gilgeous needs to be on the list.
In top 20?
No, the top 100.
He needs to be on the list already.
Oh.
And, yeah, I mean, I was just looking at this, and I love Kyrie. Kyrie might be my 3rd favorite player of all time behind LeBron and Kobe. But I think Shea could honestly be ahead of Kyrie today. Like, Shea is too much. So my question to y'all is, how much do y'all value, like, how many MVPs you got? Did you make it to 30,000 points? Assist titles? Like, how much do y'all have? All NBAs? Do y'all All-Stars?
I mean, that matters.
It matters to a degree.
It matters to a degree. And wait till you see 2 cents and change lists, because that matters.
Okay. Because that's my next question. When people start dropping these lists, I be wanting to ask them, what's your formula to how you got to this list? Like, is it 20% accolades? Is it 20% how dominant you were? Is it 30%, how long your prime was? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and this is how I feel without giving it away too much. You got to take a player's whole body of work of the NBA and a whole body of work outside the NBA during their tenure. Right? Like, let's take a guy like Allen Iverson.
Basketball culture, you mean?
Yes. Like, let's take a guy like Allen Iverson, right? Culturally, during his time, he changed the landscape of the NBA. This guy was 3, at best,
6 feet,
6'2",
5'11", 5'11".
6 feet, however you put him, and was dominating the league, dominating,
You hear that,
hanging
Shakur? You hear that?
hanging 40 on heads. So
You hear
you
that, Shakur?
gotta take that into account. Like there was no guard at his size that did what Allen Iverson did
You
and
hear that, Shakur?
changed the game,
You hear that?
changed the way these guys dress, changed the way
AI,
people look at
You hear that?
NBA players, changed the way players practice. Like
Four scoring titles.
Allen
Rookie of the year.
Iverson, even just take outside his basketball regimen.
AI
Outside
changed.
culturally, Allen
Yeah,
Iverson did an immense amount of help and eyes that brought to the NBA.
yeah,
Second
AI
Immense.
highest
changed.
playoff average to Michael Jordan.
His crossover alone, they had to ban the crossover because he was, and it wasn't even a carry. It was just because of he was killing everybody too
Yo,
much. No,
hold on.
Was
they said it was too much.
Second,
It had to be a
second
carry.
highest playoff
They
average
didn't
to
say
Mike.
it was a carry. They said it had to be a carry because you just catch it. Like we got to give AI his props.
His career
We-
average is 26.7. That is crazy for a
Hold on.
career.
His
at
his
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 at
playoff
his
his
height,
playoff average is 29.7, second to Mike. You
and he's only
understand?
6 feet.
Feel me?
You got to give. You got to.
Second
So
to
to
Mike.
not put Allen
Bill
Iverson in the
Russell for
top
real.
20 is kind of disrespectful to eight. To have David Robinson, I'm sorry to pick on
Michael
David
Jordan.
Robinson, but to have David Robinson over Allen Iverson, that's disrespectful.
Michael
That's
Jordan.
disrespectful.
Tommy got all the right names. I like what Tommy
Michael
said.
Jordan. Allen
Shout out
Iverson.
to Tommy
Playoff
too.
average.
Funny shit. I really think the top 10 should be the same exact names that we said. I don't know. Wilt and Russell, I understand, like, you know what I mean, but that's dinosaur age. I just can't really talk about them.
Yeah, they're not in my top nothing, man. Fuck that. They're not in my top nothing, man.
I
I
think the
just invited
top
Tommy
10,
to join the discussion.
I think the
I
top
don't.
10,
It's going to cut off in a second. I think.
I think the top 10, I'll tap back in. I think
Yo, if it
What up,
cuts
Tommy?
off, we're gonna tap back in, y'all. If it cuts
Yeah.
off, we're
I
gonna
think the
tap back
top
in.
10 honestly I think Steph is almost cemented at 10. And I think 1 through 9 is the guys we said. I really don't think it's debatable. Hakeem not being in your top 10, I hate that. Hakeem
Yeah, it's
is
crazy.
top 10.
That's blasphemous. That's
Duncan not being in the
blasphemous. I
top 10
agree.
is crazy. I just think the top 10 is what it is. I really don't think anybody's top. Like, if your top 10 don't got at least 9 of the guys we said, I can't take it
All
serious.
right, so you said Hakeem. I'm looking at this list, right? I'm just looking at this Bleacher Report list. Out of this Bleacher Report list, who would you take out of the top 10 to put Hakeem in there?
Wilt and Bill Russell, easy.
Yeah.
Easy?
Easy.
We can't hear you, Tommy.
Yeah, you can't hear you, Tommy.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Russell and Wilt should be out. Russell
Out
and
of the
Wilt should be
top
out.
10.
Yeah.
So what is your reasoning for Russell and Wilt to be out of? I can see Russell,
It's just
but why
too
would Wilt be out the top 10?
It's just too prehistoric. Like,
Yeah.
it's just at some point we have to look at the competition and the landscape and be like, that's not real basketball. Over like, it's
Okay,
like,
hold on. Stop right there. Hold on.
it's
Stop
just-
right there, Sir Gerald. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah.
So, just like, right, if you got somebody, you know how they got these guys, they call them ringers, right? And they be out there getting dirty and stuff like, yo, they busting there, but he's a ringer, right? So he's doing what he's supposed to do against the competition.
But
So
the
we're gonna fault Wilt. We're gonna fault Wilt for busting these niggas' ass because these niggas was not on his level at that time, and he did what he's supposed to do and bust everybody's ass, and he giving these niggas 130 rebounds a night.
That's why
We're gonna
It's
fault him
it's
for
the
that.
context of it. It's the context of it. You know, like I'm not gonna say he's better than Kobe because he averaged, he scored 100 point in a game that no one has the film of.
like at some point, like, it just gets to a point. It's like no matter how groundbreaking iPhone 1 was, it's not better than iPhone 15, even though it's the first of its kind. That's just what happens. Things get better. It's just what it is.
That was a good analogy. That was a good analogy.
That's not a good analogy because iPhones is not going up against other iPhones and Androids and
I'm
shit.
trying
No.
to say, like, naturally, humans get better at whatever we do.
Mm-hmm.
So if I took Shaq and dropped him in 1961, like, what
He's
the
not
hell
gonna
was
put up
that?
Wilt numbers?
I think so. He was getting 30 against the best bigs of all time.
Right, so are we gonna hold that against Shaq?
You know what? You want to know my biggest problem with Wilt and Russell? we put them in the top 10, but nobody they played against makes the top 20. So it's clearly like, meanwhile, Shaq is in the top 10 against guys he played against. Magic is in the
It's
top
a
10
good point.
against guys he played with.
Yeah.
Kobe's in the top. They
It's a
have
good point.
all the guys they played against, either teammates or went against, or all somewhere in that top 10 to 20. Majority of the guys Kareem and them played against are nowhere close.
There
So
wasn't even
And
what are we
there
comparing?
wasn't a lot of players, a lot of teams in the league, and
There was
each
8
team
teams.
they couldn't even have black people on their team. They were limited to the amount of black people they could have on their
that's
team.
It's
true.
just
So
too
So
many,
like
too
it's
many
not
women
even we
players.
couldn't even say specifically that's the best players in the world at that time, because of everything.
so is
It's
Oscar
too,
Robertson cannot be in the top 20?
I know them guys deserve to be
I
somewhere.
mean,
I
Yeah,
think
he not in
somewhere,
mines.
but
He not in
top ten's
mines.
You
He
know,
your
not in the
upper
I
Jamal
just
echelons.
Williams top
because
20.
what I think is being taken away here is that we are discrediting these guys
we
for
are
their talent, for what
Mhm.
they did and what they were supposed to do in
supposed to
their
do.
era. Right?
Yeah.
They are far few in between players in that era. They were gems in their era. They stood out from every single player in their era. So it's like if you take Wilt Chamberlain out of his era and put him in today's NBA game, you think he ain't gonna do the same thing, but you think he not gonna go out there and get buckets?
No, I think he probably would go out there getting buckets, but I don't think he's averaging 50.
He's not gonna average 50, but if you take but you just said if you take a Shaq and put him in the Wilt Chamberlain era, you think he's not gonna average 50?
Absolutely.
Right. So we can't discredit these guys for being
But Shaq is 7'1", 315 and runs like a gazelle.
and Wilt was seven something and just dominate,
Every
and he was a Shaq before Shaq.
Wilt,
Was he not?
you know what Wilt physically looks like today? Kevin Durant. Like it just I don't know.
I
The
just
thing I
think
was
I won't discredit nobody for
yeah, I
putting
always
Bill
say I
and Wilt
respect
in their
them, but I
tops.
just
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna do that.
yeah, I always say I respect them, but anything before like 1970, I just be like, I don't know what to do with it. So I just
Kareem, I think Kareem's the benchmark. Anything
yeah, I
before
think
Kareem, and I know
Kareem.
Kareem played like the later years or like Wilt's later years, but I don't think that's not the same to
I
me.
think Kareem is like yeah, he said it
He's
right.
the
Kareem
benchmark.
is
Once
like the
from him
cutoff.
from him on, that's when
I,
the competition was
I
a
think
little, at
yeah,
least a little more balanced.
but
Because
before that, I
Russell
don't
won
know what
11
to do
straight,
with it.
bro. No one should be winning 11 straight.
Like yeah, if
Or
the
or is it
comp yeah,
eight
exactly,
straight 11? It was eight
exactly.
straight 11 and the
Wait,
13th.
hold on. So we're not gonna say if Mike didn't retire, he wouldn't win 8 straight?
I don't know, and I don't say that.
We
I
don't
don't
know.
say that. I don't
We
know.
don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man. Like,
the man won 2 3-peats. Like
Yeah,
he
but
made it, and he made it look easy.
injuries and things happen, bro. Like,
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying. Because I don't want people to discredit. Like you just said, Tommy. He went to well, nobody doing that. But Mike went to 3 straight back to
Also,
backs.
also,
So it's not like it's
Well,
far
you know
fetched
what
that it
Kanye
can't be
said?
done.
I guess we'll never know.
We never know. We
We'll
never
never
know.
know.
also, what's this?
We never know.
Not Kareem.
But Bill Russell did what he was supposed to do in his time. He
Yeah,
was
you
nobody
Played
could
know.
with like
stop him.
8 Hall of Famers on the team. There was 8 teams in the league. He never averaged 20 for one season.
He didn't have to.
But
I'm
it's the
not.
same point. It's the same point of who are you taking out of the top 10 to put them in? So if you want to pay homage to them, who are you taking out? You
Yeah,
leaving Steph off? You leaving Hakeem off?
because when I
I mean,
look, because
Steph is in there already.
I also did go back and watch like some games that they have. He's not better than Hakeem at basketball. He's not better. He's not better
he
at
know that.
basketball.
Stevie Wonder know
So,
that.
so I'm like,
Stevie knows that.
that's why. That's
Ray
why I feel
Charles knows
comfortable.
that.
That's why I feel
Yeah.
comfortable taking him out because when I go watch them play, I'm like, yeah, you're not better than Hakeem Olajuwon at basketball. You just played in the era where you were
Yeah.
awesome in that era.
I got a question. I just popped in my head. If you take, and this is because there's an NBA is styles of players, right? Like if you take Mike and put him in different eras, Mike is gonna be Mike, right? Braun gonna be Braun. If you take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and put him in Wilt Chamberlain's era, is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing 50?
I think he's greater.
Yeah.
I ain't go
Yeah.
front. I think Kareem will be even greater.
Yeah.
Kareem is the shit. That's why
Kareem's style of play is not equivalent. Wilt was dominant. Kareem was not a dominant player by far.
you don't think he was down. He got 6 MVPs.
He do, but if you look at their style of play, his style of play is not
You're
a
going from style
dominant
of play.
player.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about
Like
style of
Wilt.
play?
Wilt was
Like
out there just
he's a little
dominant.
more finesse. Yeah, he might be a little more finesse, but that you can still be dominant and be finesse. Like Tim Duncan wasn't like Tim Duncan's a little more finessey, but he's still dominant.
Yeah, in his own right. But I'm just saying, if you take
Yeah.
Kareem and put him in Wilt's era, he's not doing Wilt numbers. He's not. He's gonna do Kareem numbers, but he's not gonna do Wilt numbers. That's what I'm saying. We can't discredit Wilt. We
No.
can't just say, I'll just take out Wilt and Bill and put somebody else in. I can't. I'm not okay with that because we can't discredit these guys and what they did in their errors. They did what they were supposed to do. Will out there, you a little boy, you can't guard me. I'm gonna hang 50 on your head. What Shaq used to say, you got this guy on me, barbecue chicken. I'm going out there and getting 50 on your head. Because that's what you're supposed to do. So we can't discredit these guys for killing their errors because they were superstar players and they
No, I
dominated in their
agree.
errors.
It's unfair to them because, like I said, it's
It is.
super before our time and stuff. But we just got to be like, listen, man. The last 50 years of the NBA, that looked like real NBA talent, and the guys that played in that time, we're gonna give a little more leeway because they were playing against more professional basketball players.
I got a question, right? Shout out to Open Talk Podcast. We was on it earlier. I gotta recant one of my answers. He asked the question of which NBA team was the most disappointing. Did he say disappointing or um
Disrespected.
disrespected? I gotta recant my answer. I said the
The
Detroit
04
Pistons
Pistons.
at the time, but I gotta say the 2020 LA Lakers because everybody is saying that their ring was a Mickey Mouse ring. They are the most disrespected team in NBA history by far by winning that championship in the bubble. So that was a great. I just had to recant that because I said Detroit, even though I think Detroit was a good pick. But I saw an interview with Dwight Howard, and it was like, yeah, they would. People are really saying that shit don't count. LeBron got 3 rings. He don't got 4. Like they are really, and
Yeah,
they forget that was the best team in the NBA leading up
I
to
think
to
I
stop
think
it.
I think they started 23-4 that
25,
year. 20.
25,
It was
25 and
killing,
3.
Yeah,
killing.
yeah, yeah. They
Best
were
team.
they were they were killing it.
They probably would have won it anyway.
Yeah, I never understand why people try to act like that team wasn't like really, really dominant or before COVID. And right before COVID, they played the Bucks and Clippers like back to back, ESPN
Yeah,
on Friday night and then
I
ABC
remember
on
that.
the showcase game. And Braun was getting ready to take over the number 1 spot for the MVP. It was
Yeah,
him and
I
Giannis the
remember
whole
that.
season.
Mhm.
Braun went crazy against Giannis and then crazy against the Clippers. He was about to probably win his 5th MVP if that season plays itself out. I don't know why. I don't know why people like. Well, I know why, because people look for any reason to poke at Braun. Because
Yeah,
had he not won it, people would have said, "You see, even in a bubble, he can't win it." Michael
right.
Jordan and Kobe would
Yeah,
have fought
damned if
through
you do, damned
mentally.
if you
He would
don't.
have been
Yeah,
Yeah.
killed.
it's
He'd have
just
been,
Braun.
yeah,
That's just the cards Braun was dealt.
It's
yeah,
like you said too. He did what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like what do you want him to do? Not win because it's the bubble? Like, come on.
right.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
everybody got the same amount of
yeah.
rest. Guys was there. It was nothing but basketball. So to me, that was one of them chips where it's like, yo, this is pure basketball. Nobody
Mhm.
has home court. Nobody has any advantage. Who's the best basketball
yeah,
team? That's how
exactly.
I look at it.
Even more
Yeah.
so. Like, you know,
as
yeah, that's a
as
good
much as
point.
I despise LeBron, I can't discredit that ring because it was a
Mhm.
even circumstance for every team.
Yeah,
Every team. So no team had an advantage at all. Right? Because sometimes your home crowd could be louder than another home crowd. That's an advantage. No team had an advantage. So we can't discredit that ring and we can't disrespect that 2020 Lakers team. That was an ultimate. They should have ran that team back because that was a crazy. They had Rondo with Braun. You had 2 of the most cerebral players in NBA history on the same team. I was seeing things that him and Braun was calling out everybody plays. They knew everybody playbook. Like like it was how you have those 2 on the same team. That was cheat. That was like a cheat code. That was a cheat code. So
Yeah,
that
that was a
2020
really
Lakers team was
that
crazy.
was a really good team. If you go back and like watch them play, they that was a really really good team.
Really, they was deep. They had Howard, McGee, and AD.
AD.
God
They had a
damn.
Danny Green was still a really good player.
Danny, oh my God. They had shooters, they
LeBron
had
was leading the
defense, they
league in
had depth.
assists. That was the first year LeBron really said, "I'm going to play strictly point guard." He was averaging like 25 and 11.
I'm pretty sure in the playoffs too. They win in 5 every round.
Yeah, they won every
They
every series in 5, I think, except the conference finals. Maybe they won that in 6. They were
I I
dominant. That
I
team
think
was
they beat
dominant.
Denver in 5. I
Yeah,
think so.
that team
But
was dominant. They beat the Rockets. They
yeah,
beat
like they
Denver.
bust everybody ass, man. And a
And that
lot of
was the thing. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say a lot of players too said mentally that was hard just because they were they couldn't see their families. They
Hmm.
were locked in the hotels and everything, and they were just playing ball.
And that was the thing. Lakers gave the cheat code on how to beat Denver and guard Jokic before anybody else. Just have bodies on him. You
You
got to
had
have bigs to
full
beat
body,
them.
and you had to be physical with him.
Yeah.
He
Lakers
figured,
had three of the most elite bigs. AD, Dwight, and McGee. McGee, he's an underrated defender. He
yeah,
would get in you. Like, they had a great team. I don't know why they broke that team up, man. That was crazy. They should have ran that back.
yeah. They went for more offense that next year. They got Marcus Gasol and a couple of guys, and even that team was really good too. But then they got hurt.
Over. It was over. It was over after that. Never, never, never again. But yo, man, what's up? What we doing?
That was the last topic.
That was it?
Yeah,
This is fucking great.
Y'all agree KD's definitely top 15?
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey. I just want to say, wait till you see 2 Cents and Change podcast
When
top
when
25
when when
page.
y'all dropping it?
I'm gonna finish it up tonight. I'm gonna drop it tonight at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout for it. KD's
We
definitely my top 15. KD's
and we
definitely
I got Katie at
and we gonna
13.
break it down. We're
okay.
gonna break it down for y'all on why these picks were picked. You
You
know.
got Will Russell. Okay, yeah. So you got Will and Russell at
So
11 and
I got
12.
my top 10, and then I got
Uh-huh.
the old guys and KD. I
Who's the
think
old
KD
guys,
just
Tommy?
like Wilton Russell 11, 12. I got
Okay.
them 11, 12, and
That's
then
the
I got KD
respect.
13.
Yeah. Who
Also,
Is Jokic in your 14, 15, or he's top 20 for you?
I will probably pop right now. I haven't like really thought about it. I know that's like my tier one, those 13. After that, I'll probably have him closer to like a 17, 18 mark.
Yeah. I was telling them I think like Jokic, Giannis, Dirk, KG, Malone, and Barkley like are pretty much like 15 to 21. It's just how you order them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
from last.
It's thin margins. It's thin
Yeah,
margins.
it's within margins.
My favorite is KG. KG is one of my favorites ever. So
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett, and
yeah,
you know, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. To me, I'm a little bit biased when it comes to KG. I know he, a great player, won a championship. I think he won one MVP. Uh,
One MVP,
but
one defensive player of the year.
when I look at KG's career, I'm like, I don't really put him up there in as far as the great power forwards. I don't know. That's just me. And he's great. He's great, but I just don't. Tenacity wise, yeah, I love KG and his tenacity, his effort on the court. What he brings to the game, but KG
and he
never
could
did it for me
he could
ever.
do everything on the court. He could do
He
everything.
can. He's very versatile. He's very versatile.
He's got a mid range, good defense.
Like, I
You
don't
know,
put
he's
KG over Carmelo. I don't put him over Duncan. I don't put him over Barkley.
You put him over
Um,
Dirk?
over who?
Dirk.
No,
Okay.
not
I
over Dirk.
I got him over Dirk because he does it on both sides too.
Nah, I don't
He
got him
does
over
on both
Dirk.
sides, but I've seen Dirk give him the business, and Dirk
Yeah,
led like those Maverick teams was always
yeah.
competing for chips, and that was Dirk spearheading that. So I
Hmm.
when you are the best player on a team that's always competing for chips, I got to give you the slight nod, even if the other guy is a better defender. But I
Yeah.
got KG's high for me, but I do have Dirk ahead of him slightly.
Yeah, no, shout out to KG, man. I just, I don't, he just doesn't do it for how there's one of those guys that they would talk their way into some shit. Like, oh, well, you talking so much, yeah, you might be great. That's KG, to me. He talks loud and
Nah,
shit. Like,
Nah,
no, I'm the greatest power
I
forward of
think
all time.
Nah,
Nigga, boop, boop,
nah.
boop, boop.
You dragging it. You dragging
I'm
it.
just
You dragging
saying,
it.
nah,
You
son.
dragging
I'm
it.
just saying he's one of those
Nah,
guys. He's one of
nah.
those guys. To
KG
me,
was
this to
nice.
me.
He
This
backed
is
his
to
shit up.
me. It's to
niggas
me.
say he back this shit.
Like
To
you should
me.
talk like you
It's
know
to
what
me.
I mean. Like the nigga
I mean, he
KG was
got
a bum and talked his way.
no,
No,
no, no, no, no. I never said KG was a bum. I just said he
you
doesn't
might
do it
as
for me.
well.
I
You
just
might
said he
as well have
doesn't do
said
it for
that.
me.
You
No.
talking like
Like
he
the way he was like, yo, he
and I
just
got
talked
and
his
I
way
got a
into
lot
shit.
of respect for this guy, but you talking like his career was like Rasheed Wallace, where it's
No,
like a
no,
talented guy.
KG. No.
And I got a lot of
Listen,
respect for Sheed. Sheed is in my
listen.
top
I
10.
know TikTok probably gonna try to assassinate me. Listen, KG is an all-time great. I love KG. I'm just saying, as far as the players that I aforementioned, he doesn't do it for me as much
You know
as
what's
those
funny
other
though?
players that I mentioned.
So
He
let
doesn't.
me ask you this: did you think Chris Webber was better than him in his prime?
Hell no, no. And the problem,
Oh, because I'm
no,
about to say the episode is over. I'm about to say the
no.
episode is over.
And
Good
Chris
night.
Webber is nasty, but no.
I'm about to say the episode
That's
is over.
disrespectful.
Good night.
That's
But
disrespectful.
okay,
But
That's just
see,
come
if
on,
we
bro. You
said
should know me better than that, bro.
top 7 power forwards, we
Huh?
thought Duncan,
Yeah.
Barkley, and this is not order. We could talk about order, but Duncan, Barkley, Malone, KG, Giannis, Dirk. I think that should be everybody's
no, hold
6.
on. What's the order though?
Duncan is 1,
Duncan's one. Yeah.
and then I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
when you look at power
Yeah.
forwards, there are really not a lot of elite power forwards that you can
I
put.
actually think there's a lot of the elite ones. That's what makes it tough. Because I didn't even say Chris Webber yet. I didn't say Rashid yet. I didn't
These are
say,
lower tier guys, though. They're not in the upper echelon of power forwards.
but I just named 7 elite ones, right? Like
Right, that's seven. But
The
after
6 or 7
that,
you
who
named,
else?
yeah, those are
you can
that's the top.
technically say out of the top 20 players of all time, 6 of them off the top of my head is power forwards. That's almost 33%.
The ones that you named.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at two guards, right? Two guards had an abundance of great two guards. Point guards, an abundance of great point guards. Centers, an abundance of great centers. Power forwards,
Oh, Anthony Davis is in the top 10 power forwards of all time. AD.
he's in that lower. He's in that
Yeah.
lower tier.
Who else? C. Webb.
Lower tier.
That's a
Aside from those top 7, everybody else is like,
great one.
Let me
right or
ask you
wrong.
guys this though. Do
Uh-huh.
you have Giannis or Jokic higher all time right now?
Jokic. I
Right
had Giannis.
now,
Oh yeah,
Jokic.
I would say
that's a tough one.
I still got
gotta put
Giannis higher.
Joker.
I still got
Got
Giannis
three
higher.
MVPs.
I don't know. 3 MVPs is crazy.
Got three
I
MVPs.
think
Well,
But
Jordan
Jokic
got
Giannis
what,
has 2.
5?
Yeah.
Jordan got 5.
And Kareem, who you just tried to front on, has 6.
And I'm not front of Kareem. I just say he wouldn't do Wilt numbers in Wilt's era. That's all. That's not shit on him.
I think I have Jokic ahead of Giannis now. Giannis game has a weakness that like kind of holds him back a little bit. Jokic don't really got a weakness outside. He's not a great defender, but Jokic is something.
Yeah, he really, because I mean it
think
was
Jokic
proven
is
if you
slightly
Toronto showed how you could stop Giannis. When Kawhi was over there. Was it what called? Yeah.
Yeah,
When they played, they
yeah. When they
showed
won
that's how
4
you
straight.
that's how you stop Giannis. So Giannis has a huge weakness with his jump shot. He just can't shoot. That's not his game, you know. And I think that's gonna hurt him the older he gets. You know,
Yeah.
because when the athleticism goes, what are you gonna do, Giannis? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the future to Giannis. Once that athleticism goes, what are you going to do? How are you going to change your game? All the great players change their game as they got older to maximize their strengths. You can't shoot, Giannis, and you try to develop a shot and it's not working. So what are you going to do as you get older when
It'll
that
be
goes?
interesting to see how what he looks like in 4 and 5 years. But I think I would put Jokic slightly ahead of Giannis. To me, they're like
I would too.
16, 17
I
or
would
15,
too.
16. They're like right there, but I think I'll put Jokic slightly ahead of him.
Yeah, I would too. I put him over.
Jokic is something else. I don't even know how to explain what he be on. That's like Magic and Braun at center or some shit. I don't even know what he be on.
You know what I wanna talk about right quick. I'm tired. Like this Michael Jordan and LeBron James debate. Who's the GOAT? This shit is getting tiring. I hate it. Please, guys, just stop talking about it. I know they're going to talk about it, but we got to stop talking about this shit. And I said this, right? I said, and I didn't say it. I saw somebody say, like, yo, that was a great point. Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. LeBron James has the greatest career of any player to ever play the game. I think that is the most fairest assessment to break down the two without disrespecting the two at all and keeping them in their respective fields. That was a perfect analogy of that GOAT debate, right? Because look at LeBron James entering his 23rd season. He just made all NBA second team last year at 40, 41 years old. Who's doing that? You know what I'm saying?
That is a great way to put it, but I don't even know if I necessarily agree with that. I still might say Jordan's career. Jordan, he's got 6 chips. Jordan's career is almost KD and LeBron's combined. Like, if you combine KD's and LeBron's MVPs, they got 5 together. Jordan has 5. You combine their chips. LeBron has 4, KD has 2, Jordan has 6. Like 2 3-peats. I don't know. I think I took 3-peats for granted. Like, we're seeing how hard it is just to repeat. He did a 3-peat twice. So I don't know if I'm gonna just say, like, yes, LeBron's longevity stats, obviously, for sure. Like, and I hate to say longevity, LeBron's stats, you know, the points, the assists, the rebounds, all of that. Yeah, that part. Yeah, but if you're just talking like accomplishments, I can't just flat out say LeBron's career is better than Jordan's. And then Jordan's career is like a movie. Like, I said this to you guys, like, some of the shots, the way he hit them, the game winners in finals, and steal the ball from Malone, come down. Scotty got a bad back. He's definitely not going to be able to play in Game 7. If we don't win this, we probably lose this series in 7. And he hits a shot over Brian Russell to repeat a second time. You know what I mean? Like, it's very storybook. It's like, you know what I mean? He wore the 45. What's son on the Magic that was talking shit like
Nick
45?
Anderson. His bum ass missed the fucking free throws.
He comes back the next game, puts the 23 on. He really wasn't supposed to because the NBA didn't clear it, but he did it.
Got me started.
Jordan's shit is Jordan's career is like a movie. I can't even say that.
It is.
I can't
The
even
reason
say
why
that.
I
What
would
I would
take
say is LeBron might be the best basketball player ever. I don't think I've ever seen anybody who could be the best point guard one night, the best shooting guard one night, the best small forward one night, the best power forward one night.
all around player.
If you're talking about just pure play basketball, he might be the best basketball player because he could literally guard Derrick Rose and then the next possession guard Jokic. Like,
He can't guard nobody, Fitzgerald. No, he's
He
trash.
could do that.
Not a fucking defender. He's trash. He got duck feet. He can't guard nobody, bro.
But
Right now,
Jordan
he's 40. He's 40 right now, but in his,
But at the
Miami,
peak of
LeBron
his powers,
was guarding people.
No, he wasn't.
I got a
Tommy.
question for y'all. Because I know at some point we got to wrap this up, but we could probably do this all night.
Yeah, right.
What is the best LeBron to y'all? Because we've seen him for so long.
The best
What is
LeBron?
the
It got to
best
be Miami, Bron.
Nah, it's Cavs, Braun.
Or
I think
when he
it's- I think
came
it's
back
second-
to Cleveland the
I
second
think
time.
it's second stint Cavs. Yeah,
The
I think it's second stint Cavs.
I think
That
it's
was Braun on
specifically
ultra
the
level.
2018 Braun.
Yeah, the second
Yeah,
stint
yeah.
Cavs, yeah. I'll go with
I
that
think
one.
the best form of him is when he dragged that bum ass team to the finals,
With no
and
Kyrie.
J.R. Smith didn't know the score.
Yeah, yeah.
That was one of the.
Yeah.
I think that series changes if that moment doesn't happen because I feel like, LeBron was on one that night, 50 points, everything, dominating.
Yeah.
And that whole series, I think, just turned that moment. And I know they got swept. That team was that Warriors team wasn't losing to
That was a
nobody.
cheat
but
code, yeah.
I think that would have been
I think they still
mentally.
lose
I
the
think that would
series.
have been different.
Yeah, I think they still lose the series, but I think it might be a little more interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
5-6. I think
Yeah.
2018 LeBron is the best version of LeBron. Because I think at 2018, he still had all his athleticism. His skill level was super high. And I think mentally, he finally got to a point where he didn't care no more. Like, he played free. Like, I had already won 3 championships. I won 1 for Cleveland. I won 2 Miami. I could just play. I don't have, like, pressure. Not to mention, nobody thought that team was going to make it to the finals. So he was just playing free. And I think that's the best version of LeBron.
Yeah. But listen, man, like you said, we could bid all night. But, man, listen, this was episode what, Mel?
18.
18, man. Yo, man, shout out to my man Sajiro. Shout out to my man Tommy. This is the first time we had y'all two together.
Tommy, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
Fellas, I want to say, I love what y'all are doing, that y'all keep doing this every Tuesday night. Y'all know I tap in. Anytime y'all want to have me on, I appreciate being on. Y'all don't have to let me on this. But what y'all are doing is super dope. And it's fun, it's healthy, and as grown men, we need something that, we need this, like, it's cool to just have the guys talk and whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all, and I love this, and I'm going to keep supporting it.
And we don't talk about Allen Iverson around Mel.
Do not talk about
Don't talk
Don't talk about Allen
You don't
Iverson.
want to get him.
If you're going
Yo.
to talk about Iverson around Mel,
sure.
you better come correct, because he
Better
got
come
his
correct.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, one time we were arguing at the job, this guy came from across the store. He said, "Yo, everything good over here?"
I have to bark on some people. Get Brooklyn on them. I have
he
to
heard
bark
us.
on them.
He heard us
Like,
talking
damn
from
it.
across the store. He came over. He said, "Yo, everything good over here?" He said, no, "We just talking ball, man. We good."
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna hit up Murrow because we gotta rehash that epic 3-1 meltdown.
Oh yeah, the
We,
OKC.
yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta have a
gotta
whole
get bro back
episode
on.
about that. So I'm gonna
Yeah, we
try to
gotta
get
get bro back
Murrow
on.
yeah. Hit him up. Hit him up.
let's talk about. We gotta have a whole episode about that shit. That's
Yeah,
gonna
we
Yeah,
be our
gotta.
hit him
30
up.
for 30 on the podcast.
That OKC era deserves a 30 for 30. That
That's a 30
whole
for 30.
yeah.
But yo, man, it's your boy Seal McClain. What you got, Mel?
Melly Mel, and we
Who you
out.
got?
Episode 18.
We got
Take it
who?
easy,
Shout
fellas.
yourselves out.
Said Sajiro, y'all know me on IG __ Sajiro __ I'm here. Love talking sports. Love talking NBA. Do good, stay healthy, man. That's all I gotta say.
Tommy, no
Tommy, you
outro.
ain't plugging yourself?
Oh, my fault. My fault. You guys cut out. You guys cut out for a little bit. Nah, Tommy Q24. Y'all can follow me. Love talking sports. I'll be in here anytime I can. I'll be in here.
That's what's up,
All right.
man. Episode what,
Peace,
Mel?
fellas.
18?
18.
18, we out.
All right, y'all. Peace.
We out.
Hey. One.